Hi, I'm Jay. This is my garage here at the West Egg Lounge, and we've got yet another problem with our 1978 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow 2. Check that out. All right, so what happened was the drain hose for the coolant expansion tank got caught up underneath the belt on the pulley right here while I was driving. And luckily enough, there's two redundant belts, so I was still able to make it home. But yeah, that's where our problem is. At least there's not a whole lot of investigation to go on this time, just because it's pretty easy to find. And of course, it's some weird proprietary metric bullshit size that I have to order from the dealer. So this is going to be kind of difficult to see, but it's the belt's routed around the harmonic balancer right there, and behind this generator belt, up over the AC compressor, and around the power steering belt, or power steering pump. So due to the fact that this alternator or generator belt interferes with the power steering belt, we're going to have to remove that as well. Also, luckily enough, this power steering belt looks to be long enough to where I could probably slip it right over the fan and not have to remove the fan blades as well as the viscous coupling just to get it up over the harmonic balancer. So I think we lucked out there. We'll see. Figure out exactly where this pivots. I think it's right here. We'll loosen that up too. I gotta grab a hammer. Okay, so I loosened that fastener, and it was kind of tight. I lost a little bit of footage there because I accidentally leaned up against my Bluetooth remote. But what happened was I ended up having to push this forward with using a pry bar as a punch, and now I've got enough slack in the belt to I should be able to run it right over the groove here and get it off. Hang on just a minute. Fortunately, that's all the room I got to make it wider, I think. Pretty much. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more. All right. All right, so now we got to loosen up the alternator. It's much the same situation. I just got to loosen it up right up here and loosen up the fastener down here. It looks like they're both 9/16, and then just knock it loose so I can get that belt off, so I can get the power steering belt off the fan. Get a bigger ratchet. My little breaker bar here. There we go. That's better. Hopefully that's loose enough. All right, that's. It's gonna be kind of a pain to get a ratchet down there, so. Damn. All right. Why has it gotta be such a pain in the ass? There's. The most awkward spot possible here. Okay. Dang it. Gotta find a smaller socket. Damn. Shit. God damn it. That's better. Okay. Ah, shit. Got it. All right. What a pain in my ass. All right. Okay, so. All right, so now we got more than enough wiggle for the belt to come off. Maybe. I might just have to rip that whole thing out. All right, here's. Fuck. All right. Hey, what a fucking bitch. I'm taking a fucking fan belt off, it'd be all that difficult here. Right. Alright. There we go. Fucking A, dude. Holy shit. Alright, so that was unnecessarily difficult as well. Now, this being a 45-year-old British car, I mean, really, what the hell else did I expect? But, alright, so now we're going to have to rip off the fan belt. Now that we can get it around the alternator belt. So, I'm going to see if I can snake it around the fan. I should be able to. You can move the fan freely without turning the whole engine over, as it's on a viscous coupling. It's essentially like a little miniature torque converter. Kind of cool, really. But there we go. So, belt's off. Okay, so I gotta wait till this Wednesday, which is about 2 days from now, in order to get the belts from Flying Spares. They're coming over from the UK, of course. So, it's an unfortunate reality with these cars. You gotta wait for parts. I can't just go to Napa and find a belt. So, it is what it is. We'll be back on Wednesday. Okay, so we got the new belts. Now I gotta snake it over the fan again. I'm going to start with the hardest to reach pulley, that being the harmonic balancer down here. And up over the power steering pulley. Or excuse me, up over the AC compressor. Down up over the balancer. Now this is going to be kind of a pain, for sure. So damn, this is gonna be a freaking pain in my ass. Where's see, we don't have a whole lot of room here to do that, so we gotta loosen that guy up some more. Yeah, super loose. That's super loose now too. All right. Well, just might have to take this off entirely. Got a little bit more room on it. Let's see what we got here. It's better. Better, but not enough. So it's worth mentioning that I was loosening up the wrong nut because I'm a dumbass. That's not what it pivots on. It pivots on right here. So there we go. Got to put this nut back in. There's bolt rather to keep it from wiggling around as I'm trying to run the pulley or the belt over the pulley. Tight enough for now. All right, let's make sure it's lower pulley. All right, so we still can't get a whole lot on there, so I might just have to actually remove it from the bracket there, unfortunately. So, all right, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Let's figure it out. All right. So now the power steering pump is completely off. So now we should not have any problem at all getting these belts over the pulleys. Shouldn't. There's that. Belt one. Now snake belt two over the fan. Belt two is over it, so now here comes the fun part, trying to line all this crap back up again. All right, so, shit. All right. It's nice and smooth, so I know I'm not cross-threading anything. The belt tension feels pretty good. Could be a little bit tighter, I think. I gotta make sure to get that bottom bolt in. I'm gonna loosen it up just a little bit, make sure I got some wiggle room. All right, got it started. Belt tension's getting better. Nice and tight. Before I tighten that up all the way, okay, so that's all the way tight. Looks like the pulley's nice and straight. I'm going to loosen that up just a little bit more. Give it a good whack to make sure everything's super tight. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. Check the bounce. Not too shabby. All right. Tighten this guy up here. We got our power steering belts on. Check that out. All right, so now we got to put the belt for the alternator back on, and yes, we'll see how easy that is. Now that's loose, it's super easy to slip right back on. Now we got to line up the bolt here with all the spacers. So let the fun begin. All right. Okay. So, all right. So now what we got to do is line up these spacers, the bracket. All right. First one's in. I got to get the second one on for the oil filler neck. Where did it go? All right, I found it. So, the second spacer for the oil filler neck. Got started. I gotta get the thread started. Feels like I got them started. Yep, nice and smooth. All right, so now I'm going to put the bottom bolts in. I got the thread started, okay. Belt's kind of loose, so we got to tighten her up. Still nice and tight. Now we got to tighten up the bottom bolt. All right, about as tight as I'm going to get it. Socket stuck on the bolt. Hang on. There we go. Got that guy off. Reconnect. All right. Double check for tightness. That's good. And that's good too. Cool. Now, something else I should mention is notice how there's a pulley groove here without a belt on it? Well, there's a reason for that, right? So, back in the day when I first purchased this car, there's an air pump for the emissions bullshit that they had to put on these cars in the late 70s. And it was just rattling, making a bunch of noise anyway, and it wasn't really doing much. And as opposed to repairing it for basically no reason, because I'm never going to pass smog anyway if I ever move to a state where that's necessary, I just removed it and just deleted it entirely, and I've had no problem since. Moment of truth here. So we're gonna let this thing get up to temperature and just watch the belts run for a little while. Make sure everything's copacetic. Had a little bit of a near miss there for a minute, but we're okay now. So let's see what happens. once again, that was a success. So we got some freeway driving in, some stop and go traffic and all that, and all fasteners and all belts are still tight. And so no complaints there. But the overall cost for repair, I think, was 99 pounds is what it ended up being shipped for both those belts. It was something like that, or whatever the exchange rate ends up being, $120 odd, whatever. And so it wasn't too bad. And that's it for this time. And take care, guys.